Did you hear about the terror attack in Boston?
Yes. Who was responsible?
2 Muslim brothers.
What happened to them?
They were tracked down by the police. One brother was killed, but the other got away.
How did the police go about finding the other brother?
They shut down all of Boston.
They shut down an entire city just to find one man?
Yes. They closed all public transportation and told everyone to stay indoors.
Was the terrorist in Boston?
No, he was miles away.
Did he have a car?
No. They found his abandoned car near the location of the shootout.
So did they think he would go to Boston on foot?
Unlikely, because they also found a pool of blood near the car, so he was wounded.
I am sure the authorities had the safety of the people in mind.
Of course. But in trying to protect the citizens, they handed the terrorists a victory.
What do you mean?
The primary goal of terrorism is not to kill, but to frighten.
So
when we shut down entire cities just because of one boy, we are acting out of fear. When we are afraid, the terrorists win.
You can't blame them for being cautious. The terrorist had explosives on him and might have terrorized again.
What you mean is he might have attacked again.
What's the difference?
Terrorists can only attack us. It's up to us to decide if we will be terrorized or not.
Easy for you to say. You weren't in Boston at the time.
No, I was not.
And you weren't one of the people injured in the marathon bombing.
Also true.
So you weren't in any danger.
Yes, I was. We are all in danger, all the time.
What do you mean?
Every year in America, over 30,000 people die in automobile accidents. Over 10,000 are murdered, and thousands die in workplace accidents.
So
we still choose to drive, live in dangerous cities and go to work. The odds of dying from a terrorist attack are tiny.
Are you saying we overreact to terrorism?
Yes. And every time we do, the terrorists win.
But we can't just do nothing.
There's a difference between doing something and overreacting.
That's true. And by reacting so severely to simple attacks, we give future terrorists an easy blueprint for disrupting our lives.
Right. Why bother trying to hijack airplanes or build dirty bombs when simple homemade devices elicit such a strong reaction? A reaction that persists long after the original attack.
What do you mean?
Our politicians have been proposing lots of changes as a result of this attack.
Like what?
More monitoring and more police powers. The mayor of New York even said we need to change the way we interpret our Constitution.
In the past century, our Constitution has withstood 2 world wars, a depression and a presidential assassination.
Yes.
But the mayor of New York wants to change the way we interpret it because 2 brothers set off homemade bombs.
Exactly.
Isn't one of the reasons why the terrorists hate America because of our open and free society?
Yes.
But in response to terrorism, the politicians want to make society less free and open.
Yes. And not only does the climate of fear make us less free, it also makes us less safe.
How so?
After he got away, the wounded terrorist was found by an ordinary citizen in a boat just 5 blocks from his vehicle.
Didn't the police search the boat?
No.
What were they doing all that time?
Throwing nearby residents out of their houses while pointing machine guns at them.
Isn't that illegal without a search warrant?
Yes, but during a manufactured crisis, the government cares little about what is legal.
And while they were busy violating innocent people's rights, they never searched the boat.
Right. Excessive police powers leads to bad police work.
But maybe the police had reason to be so aggressive since they got into a shootout after the terrorist was found in the boat.
There was no shootout.
But I saw the video of cops firing their guns.
The terrorist was unarmed at that point and never fired at the police. The cops were the only ones shooting.
So all the bullet holes in the walls of the houses of nearby residents were from police fire?
Yes. In the earlier shootout, the police shot and killed one of their own, and more recently, they killed a suspect related to the attack that they were interviewing.
At the going rate, soon the cops will have killed more people than the terrorists.
Yes. The climate of fear is making the police dangerous and less capable of preventing future attacks.
How so?
One of the brothers was already on a terror watch list.
So why didn't they stop him?
Because there are 500,000 people on that watch list.
But there aren't 500,000 terrorists in America.
Of course not. And when you are monitoring that many people, it's hard to see the few that are actually dangerous.
That's true.
And now we are arresting people who show up at airports with pressure cookers.
That's ridiculous.
Of course, But that doesn't mean Michael Bloomberg will not propose a database to track all Middle Easterners who visit Bed Bath & Beyond.
I feel like somewhere in a cave out there, a terrorist is laughing at us.
We have played right into their hands.
Is there anything we can do as citizens to stop this?
Yes. We can stop being afraid, and we can go on our lives like nothing has happened.
That would be the ultimate slap in the face of the terrorists.
Not to mention, the best way to defeat them.
Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of funny and educational cartoon, check out this new animated comic strip by the same creator. Bye-bye.